Good afternoon. In today's the Episcopal Church 101 reflection, I would like to talk about ecclesiology. It's a $5 word. The word ecclesia simply means church, but that's a borrowed word from the civic life of ancient Greece that had been going on for 1,500 years before Jesus. In its original context, the word meant a place where people gathered for local governments. We might call that place today City Hall. But today, ecclesia and ecclesiology is the study of the church, how it is structured, governed, and functions. What is its mission and purpose? The original church buildings for centuries after Jesus were modeled on the structures built for Roman government. A church basilica looks like a government building in its time, and the name itself means the house of a king. The hierarchical structure of bishops, priests, and deacons and laity was all patterned after the longest lived human organization in history, the Roman military. The Bible itself was cast in stone in the form of printed pages because it was physically impossible with paper media to connect that text to all of its original sources, criticisms, redactions, translations, and linkages. The Bible is a frozen in time artifact of old technology. Many preachers hide behind the notion that their interpretation of one particular version of the Bible, which is often an English text, is the only truth. I am not sure that this weaponizing of text was why Jesus died on the cross. As a denomination, the Episcopal Church is very broad in its theology and worship practices. There is no doctrinal litmus test. The Nicene Creed is held in varying degrees of esteem by different people and clergy. Our old church building architecture traces back to European Gothic trends, but now we have modern structures in the round and in every shape and form. Our theology now reflects a diversity of architecture. Our music is catching up too, as we range from Jamaican steel drum bands playing hymns to the New Zealand Maori culture music. These diverse beliefs, structures, music, and worship practices are our strength. We are bound together by the idea that we must use our brains to integrate our faith into our lives. It is fair to ask, what holds us back? And how might we better use our strengths going forward? In a world where hierarchies are flattening, I'll give you two examples. Toyota has 400,000 employees, and from the chairman to the lowest level of employment, there are 6 layers of management. General Motors has 160,000 employees, but there are 30 layers of management. The Episcopal Church seems to be mired in the top-down General Motors style. Bishops tend to have way too much power. A consequence of this power, for example, is a very unhelpful distinction of parish and mission. Why don't we just call all of our gatherings congregations? And if we truly believe that all the baptized are equally loved by God, then why do we allow extremely wealthy congregations to hoard their resources while many other congregations struggle to get by? Such disparities are driven only by zip code. Why not pool and share the resources in common, as they said in the book of Acts, for a biblical model about how to deal with the resources God has given us? What holds us back is too much outdated secular thinking about church structures and a professional governance model based on the Roman military way back when. It is often said that there's enough food to feed the world and that we just need better distribution. And in the same way, I think the Episcopal Church has enough resources to be an enormous force for goodness in the world. It's just a matter of how we structure, govern, and distribute our resources. And God help us.